It's me, your girl Mary. Just want to say, hope everyone had a wonderful, Merry Christmas. And I also would like to just, take a moment and talk about our coming new year, 2014. I don't know about anybody else, but 2013 was like really, just kind of hectic and up and down, and just like a lot of stuff, went on in 2013. Not just for me, I know for everybody, and especially for you, women survivors of homicide. My prayer is that this coming year, 2014, joy would come your way. Woman survivor of homicide, I have decided to call 2014 our year of victory. It's the year of victory for women like you and myself. For me, I'm thinking of using 2014, and I hope you would, somewhat lean towards what I'm about to offer you. Let's take 2014 and get a movement started for women survivors of homicide all over the United States. People don't even know who we are. Can you imagine if you're a woman and you did not lose a child to violence, you are not even included in services or in any type of way for others to reach out to you, because society has labeled women who've lost their children to homicide as survivors. But you guys know, part of my mission is to blow the trumpet and let the world know that sadly the group has become larger. Because a woman survivor of homicide is not just a mother. She's a widow, she's a sister, she's a sister-in-law, she's a daughter, she's a next-door neighbor, a co-worker. She is a woman that lost someone from homicide or witnessed a homicide. It's a good time where this time of year when most people are saying, their resolution is they're going to lose weight, they're going to stop smoking, they're going to stop drinking. Well, maybe for some of us women survivors, couldn't this be our resolution? We're going to get up and claim this is the year of victory. This is the year that we're going to put depression behind us. We're going to put isolation behind us. We're going to put PTSD and all those other traumatic impacts that come with being a woman survivor of homicide. We can take this year and use it for a tool to get about that bed, ladies. Use it for a tool to build your self-esteem and understand that you are somebody, you are important, you are loved, and you have love to give. So I'm saying, why not cause a movement, women? We are women survivors. We didn't ask to be that, but we are what we are. So let's use that for our advantage. We need services. Yes, we do. I don't know about the state you live in, but the state that I live in, there are not many groups for women survivors of homicide. And especially in the community that I live in. I live in the inner city, and to go to a group, I'd have to go out of my community into another community. Also, there are no services. Tell me what state you live in. Are there programs like Melvin's Mission supporting women survivors of homicide? We're a day program. We're a place where women survivors can come 3 days a week for 3 hours and tend to self-care, building self-esteem, learning how to take anxiety and use it with art, learning how to write journals to express feelings that maybe you can't tell another person. There is so much that we can do in this movement if we would just come together as survivors and support each other. Here's what we can do. We can take 2014 and reach out to other women like us. Open up your home. Start a group in your home. Call together other women survivors of homicide. Make sandwiches, have coffee, whatever it takes. And you ladies sit down and you talk about your feelings. You talk about your needs. You talk about your wants. There are other things we can do. Walk the streets, and when you see other women and they seem approachable, talk to them about what it's like to be a woman survivor of homicide. Let them know who we are and what we need. And I guarantee you that you will find out that a lot of those women that you speak with are survivors also. And I bet you anything, over 50% of them didn't even realize they were a survivor because they did not lose a child. There are other things we can do this year to call this our year of victory. We can find what is our purpose for the pain. You know that's my baby at Melvin's Mission. I believe every woman survivor has a purpose for her pain. What do I mean by that? We've all had a tragedy, and something good can come out of something bad. And I believe within you, just like within me, there is a purpose, there's a project, there's something we can do that will help ourselves, but at the same time, we can go back in our communities and use it to help other women survivors. Example, for me, it was Melvin's Mission. I'm able to use Melvin's Mission, supporting women survivors of homicide, to nurture self, but it also reaches out to other survivors and teaches them and shows them how to rebuild their self-esteem and to go on and to find that life after death. So that is another thing you can do. 2014, our year of victory. Ladies, we are called to do this work. You know, I understand our loved ones aren't coming back. And they would not want us to just sit around and dry up and dwindle up and be sad and unhappy. Truly, they're gone and we miss them. But I really believe deep down inside, my loved one, your loved one, they'd want us to go on. And they'd want us to find a purpose for our pain. They'd want us to find a reason to take what happened to them and turn it into something beautiful and create something. Let me just say this quickly. As you know, Christmas just passed, and we had our second annual Melvin Bernard Franklin Very Merry Christmas Foundation. And we had the Christmas party, and we were able to service 7 families with toys. The full Christmas spread was here for those children. And it was just so wonderful to give back to some women who, you know, have experienced homicide, and these babies who, you know, want to have Christmas. And I know a lot of times, you know, the moms, they don't feel like it because, you know, they're thinking about the tragedy, and then the children suffer. So it was an honor for me and my grandchildren to give to these other children. So what I'm trying to say with that is, women, there's something you can do. Please, I implore you, I beg you, find your purpose for your pain. Get up, ladies. Take 2014. Call it the year of victory for women survivors of homicide. We cannot sit back and be quiet any longer. It's not good for you. It's not good for me. And guess what? It is not helping other women survivors of homicide. You know, believe it or not, we're all looking for something. Everybody wants to be loved. Whether you admit it or not, we all want to be loved. So what a great way to give love is to find something to do with yourself and give back to other women survivors. I say this to you ladies, and I'm going to let you go. Love yourselves. Because if you can love yourself, then you can love somebody else. Don't worry about what people say, what they feel about you. If you know what you're doing from your heart and from your loved one, you go forth with that vision. You go forth with that dream, and you do the work that you've been called to do. Women, you can do anything you want. You just have to believe in yourself. So I say to you all today, women survivors of homicide, 2014 is around the corner. I'm excited. I'm on fire. I want you guys to keep up with me on my Facebook page. Don't forget that. It's really important. That Facebook page is not your typical bereavement page, if you will. It follows me and, my life, what I'm doing all day. It follows my ups and my downs because I want to keep it 99.9. Nobody's perfect. We all still have our days. So if you keep up with me on Facebook page to find out what we're going to be doing for 2014 with this new year of victory. Come on, women. Be a part of this with me. Join me. Get on board and let's do this. 2014, the year of victory for women survivors of homicide. That's you. That's me. We can do this. Come out of the closet. Leave the hangers inside. Your weapon is your purpose. So I'm going to sign off from the I Am a Survivor show. As you can see, I'm excited. And I love you. And I want you to be everything you want to be and more. Remember, 2014 is our year of victory. If you can do it, I can do it. We can do it together. So hang in there. Talk to you soon. My name's Mary. This is the I Am a Survivor show. Bye.